Hey guys, Retros YT here with you, and we're playing another episode, part 18, believe it or not, of Neverwinter Nights, the Enhanced Edition, Original Campaign, Chapter 1. So last time we've been in the docks here trying to figure out what's going on. Last time we found out basically that the two leaders of the Bloodsailors, Vengaul Bloodsail and Callik, his lieutenant, had fallen out, and there'd been an argument about an item that Vengaul Bloodsail found, which ended up being the Cockatrice, we're told, from his girlfriend. And Vengaul wanted to have the public auction in order to taunt Lord Nasher out of the palace to come and reclaim it. And so Vengaul could say that he beat Nasher, basically, for showmanship. Callik, the lieutenant, however, was very angry about this because he didn't want to play Vengaul's games, and he wanted to just take the Cockatrice and sell it to the highest bidder because it was a plague cure, part of the plague cure. So that's what happened, basically. Vengaul went into hiding because Callik was going to try to kill him and take the Cockatrice. So the girlfriend, Danae, that we rescued from Callik's men, told us that we could find Vengaul if we went into the Silver Sails Trading Company and to the Aqueducts. So that was a recap of last time. In between, off camera, I wanted to let you know I did a few things just for expediency's sake time. I went and completed the mission with Ophala Chelderson. I returned from the Moonstone Mask. I returned all of her art, and that actually ended up being really nice because it gave us a diamond, which helped because, she gave us money and a diamond and some boots. I sold the boots because I needed the money, and I took the diamond, and then I went to Merrick of the Forge and got a whole bunch of weapons made from him. He'd been saying the whole time that he could make weapons for us if we wanted it, recipes of the Forge. So I took all of our equipment and our gold and our diamonds and stuff, and I went and made a whole bunch of magic weapons, which I'm very excited about. I just don't want you guys to have to sit through me making the items and gathering everything together. So this is my personal favorite because I love ice magic and I love hand axes. We now own, the Ice River +1, which is a +1 hand axe that does cold, 1 damage of cold damage, a 1 point of cold damage. We also got the Storm Light Hammer, which is +1 and it does a 1d4 of electrical damage. We got the Desert Wind with +1 Scimitar, which does a d6 of fire damage. We already had the Fey Duster +1, which is on hit days. We've been using that to great effect so far. And with the extra diamond from Ophala, we also got the Astral Blade +1. So it's a longsword +1 that does a d4 of sonic damage. Those are the ones I got. There are more. Some of them I just didn't have the ingredients for, and I was running out of money as well. But these are the ones we got. I'm very excited about that. Wanted to show you. Also, for completing the cloak tower, I got access to better equipment, which is what I used actually to buy most of the magic weapons because that I didn't have. So that helped, and I got a pretty cloak, the many-star cloak, as you can see our hero Kala wearing here. And the cloak is nice. I put it on, and they said to wear it proudly. Basically, look at this. It gives low light blue, and it gives me concentration +2 and resistance to electric and fire damage. So it's pretty sweet. I took off the Cloak of the High Forest. I lost a point of AC, I think, and a point or two, but it's a matter of status. So I did that, and then I organized all my equipment, of course, too. So yeah, we still have a whole bunch of magic weapons here that we haven't used yet. I picked up a lot of these, so I just kept them. Anyway, they're there in our bag of healing, so that it doesn't take up much space. But anyway, that's basically what I did. I just wanted to let you guys get that update quick, trying to make it quick. All right, so we are back then. We're going to go through the Silver Sails Trading Company here and see if we can get to the Aqueducts. Well, we know we can because we were here before. Oh, also, when I beat the Cloak Tower membership, I had a final challenge. I had to fight a minigan, which was actually a tough battle. A minigan is basically a construct made of metal. It's a big minotaur. And am I going the right way? I hope I am. Minigan, you could only beat it by using magical spells. It was immune to everything else for the most part. And unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of the right spells that I needed to use. So what I ended up doing was using my Rod of Frost and Rod of Frosting it to death, which took quite a while. I was on the fence about whether or not I was going to record that, but I'm glad I didn't because it took forever. Okay, so really there's only 2 quests that we have left to do. We've got this last of the main quest. We have to go to the Aqueducts and get the Cockatrice back.
I will not be defeated.
Also have the very last Tomb of Never to find. And I remembered last episode that exactly where to find it, and I knew we weren't going to be able to do it on the regular streets of Neverwinter because, as we'll discover here as soon as I find it, the last of Never's tombs is here in this little screen with the aqueducts where we're trying to find it. I'm trying to remember exactly where. It's along a wall somewhere. But that's where we're going to find that. Dalen, you're tripping traps and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So there's the dude that we need to talk to, but before we do that, we need to find the last of Never's tombs. If we can take care of that, then we can go get the Cockatrice, and we'll be set for this chapter pretty much. There is, I forget what it's called, like an interlude or something like that. And I don't know. We'll see how time goes here. I might play that here on this episode, and that'll lead up to the next chapter. So we can do that. And then whenever we swing back around, we can just immediately start on chapter 2. So I'd like to do that. We'll see how much time we have left. Where is this thing, though? I gotta find this entrance, though, to Never's tomb. I know it's over here somewhere. Along the wall. I probably should have found this before. Oh, here it is. Probably should have found it before I started recording, but that's okay. This right here is the final Never's tomb, so we had to come here to this part before we could even get there. Alright. Tooth of the Forge. Which, if you think back on what we have of our ceremonial items, there's only one left. The Tooth of the Forge is a ceremonial sword, which immediately opens the door. Okay, and oh, Dalen's hurt. Let's rest. I don't remember what the creature is here either that we have to fight, but we'll find out in a minute. Alright, and we get up. I'm going to immediately cast that, because I don't know what this is. Sarcophagus, I'm guessing a mummy, maybe? Ancient symbol of tear. Oh,
the rage of the red tiger, unleashed!
Lots of shadows and zombies. Kill the shadow. Creatures of living darkness, hating life and light with evil murder. Their touch leaves a chill of non-existence.
Taste my savage fury!
Why are you not even trying to hit it? This actually wasn't too hard. Huh, okay. Also, you know, what would have been a good idea to do before this is, yeah, we should have picked what weapon we wanted to use. I showed them to you, and then I sat here and we didn't do it. The Astral Longblade, let's see, that's a D8. That gives us sonic damage. I think that one might be the best. This is a D6 with fire, which could be useful in certain situations. This doesn't do much damage. It's electrical. Then there's our ice, which is still a D6, but it does cold. Our short sword is okay. I love it. We've been doing great things with it. But I'm thinking that we should probably use that long sword. Where is our Fey Duster? I mean, obviously we're using it, but it usually appears down here. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna put that down here with these. Pause me, that's why I couldn't find it. And I think we're gonna put our Astral Blade up here. clear that. Astral Blade. There. Yeah, the short sword does a d6, so we're going to be doing the most damage with that one. And our shield. Where's our shield? Where is our shield? Goodness, I can't find anything. I just cleaned all this up. What is happening? Oh, okay, it's already up here. I just need to pull that down. Okay, there we go. So, we'll do the most damage, plus we could still use our shield. So, we're going to now have attack bonus of +8, +2 critical, with a d4 of sonic, and +1 slashing damage. So, that's not too shabby. Alright. Well, now that we got the last of the Never's tomb items, let's go over here to Sharon. Wait a minute. Do that trap first, because Dalen's going to get it if we don't. And then I'll just pop back real quick and we'll give the last of Never's items to, what's his name? Nurik? Is that his name? Nurik. We'll finish that and then we'll come back here and we're going to be able to, just, all we have to do is finish getting the Cockatrice. How am I doing on time here? I'm getting there. Okay, Oleff, that's his name.
Greetings to you again.
Nurik is in the next chapter. Here's the artifact. Describe the recovery of the ancient holy symbol of Tyr. Not seen the like of these in many, many years. It brings new light to the wisdom of Aribeth Neva and his companions. As I said, you are to be rewarded. Here, take this 200 gold. It's not much, but there is more to come. You have retrieved more than what we could have hoped for. A grand triad of artifacts, more than worthy of Never's legacy. We will guard well these items and the tombs they were found in. Take this amulet and go with the blessing of Tyr. What is the amulet? Don't know if I should bargain for more. Will +3. I'm gonna try it just for curiosity. You must agree that I'm worth more. Perhaps I could see fit to grant you another boon of Tyr, but I cannot make this allowance again. This adamantine is as much as I can manage. The temple's severely strained at this time. I can't complain, but nope, that's sufficient. Yes. Alright. Well, I can sell it. The adamantine is a good, I don't know. I guess maybe if I didn't have it already, I could use some of the other. I could maybe make another weapon, but I'm not going to worry about that. So, alright. Okay, last thing we have to do. Let's go over and get this Cockatrice. If nothing else, we can sell the amulet. Oh, where am I going? Here. Going this way. Okay. Here we go.
What? Hello!
He's a cute dude. Sure as shucks don't see personery of your distinction down here much. Come to inspect the sewers? Aqueducts. I meant aqueducts. Please pardon my confusion. I'm still getting the hang of this new beautification program the city council put in place. The finer points of it seem to be giving things pretty names. You know, sewers become aqueducts, waste becomes surplus resource, and my cushy job at the castle becomes tour guide to the frickin' sewers! But I'm not bitter. Has anyone else passed by this point? Well, now, actually there were a couple groups that I saw heading downstream. I thought it was a bit odd, but they didn't bother me. The first was just one man on his own. Older gent and dressed in quite the finery. He looked like he knew where he was going. That would have been Vengaul Bloodsails. After him was a rough lot, and they looked like they had blood on their minds. Seemed a bit unsure where they were going, though. And that'll be Callik and his men going after him to kill him. Great. We gotta get there in time. Where do these aqueducts go? Well, they join up with the older sewers a ways down. There used to be some old storerooms back in there, but they ain't been used by the city for years and years. As the district's expanded, access to Alright. I hear voices down there on occasion, though. Okay. Can you take me downstream? Well, I can't leave my post here. An emergency might arise and my special expertise might be needed. It could happen. I can send you down your own. Blah, blah. Say the word. Send me downstream. Okay. Here we are. Here we go, guys. Whoop. There is a great commotion from the passage ahead. The sounds of a battle ring loud against the stone. Oh boy. I hope we get here in time.
Ha! Bounder! You are not half the man your father was!
Don't start with that, old man! This is just about business! I won't let you squander this opportunity! That thing is worth a fortune!
Life is measured by more than wealth, my boy. A well-schemed plot keeps your name in the history books.
What's the big problem? You were going to auction the thing yourself!
That was showmanship. Make them think the prize is lost, and they respect you all the more when they get it.
Alright, so obviously Callik and his men found Vengaul and they're having an argument. Before we go in there, because I don't know what's going to happen, why don't we save? Alright, here we go, guys. Ready?
What is this, Vengaul? More of your old guard? Loyalists?
Yes, yes, this is my second wave, come to fight you. Adventurers all, we will defeat you.
I don't care who they are!
Ah!
Your foolish rule is over tonight!
Okay, well then. Didn't think I paused it. Come on, Pot. What is happening? Oh.
At them! Yes, that's the spirit!
We're doing Vengaul's job for him. Okay. Callik, by the way, if you look at him, he's challenging, so this might be a battle. Oh yeah. Look at that sneak attack with that astral blade. Did you see that?
Vengaul Bloodsails has got your back! Arrows away!
Vengaul. I like Vengaul, actually, I admit. Ooh. Oh, did he die? Oh, man. Vengaul can be really fun. Just me and Callik now, since Dalen went and died. But it's okay. We've got Vengaul cheering us on here.
Vengaul Bloodsail has got your back! Arrows away!
Oh, I forgot to tell you
Nothing
guys,
stop you.
too.
Callik is a whelp of a man.
I also forgot to tell you
Yes!
that I made a
Fight
level
with all your skill.
off camera, and I took a level of Rogue, just so that I would have sneak attack, and so far it's been working really well. Hi, Callik. Here, this will be a lot easier. Get him! Get him! There we go. Alright, this dude has a rapier +1, another magic weapon. What did Callik have on him? What's this? Oh, the Masterson family amulet. The armor bonus +1. That's right, that was a side quest we picked up. Ooh, and fairy dust. I can make another magic weapon with that. Okay, awesome. Well, I could go back for Dalen, but let's talk to Vengaul first. Might as well, while we're here, just complete the quest and get it done. Going back to the temple anyway, because we have to deliver the Cockatrice to Aribeth, and we'll pick up Dalen then. Wait. Ah, I don't need a trap. If we get the Cockatrice, who knows what Vengaul's gonna say. Right.
Well fought. You have proven quite the force, defeating Callik like that. The lad was giving me trouble. No sense of style.
Still, I gather from your well-fortified self that I'm in further trouble, am I not? Your actions have caused no end of chaos. I could be angry and say that. You have something that doesn't belong to you. I suppose, from your perspective, you're correct. Since you are the dominant force in the room, I bow to your wisdom. I stumbled upon the remains of a fine little bird that Nasher and his lackeys carelessly lost. Imagine my surprise at seeing some dog in the street carrying it. I merely wish to put it to good use. Now you'll hand it over for the good of everyone. Of course I will. Oh, don't look so surprised. What am I going to do with some mangy bird? Besides, I know full well how important the feathers of this beast are. My fun was in making Nasha wanted. Since he won't play and my men have largely abandoned me, the ruse is over. The remains of the beast are in a crate. Take the feathers and my blessings. I have friends suffering from the plague too, you know. Nasha knows what I mean. Who I mean. Oh, that's interesting. Nasha knows who I mean. Alright. Now, I guess the decision is in our hands. He was completely compliant. I could say, very well, get going then, let him go. Or I can say you've hurt too many people with this and attack him. Which is true. It was a game that was very ill taste. People were dying while we waited to get this back. But I'm not going to kill him. There's no point. Plus, I think, yeah, it'd probably be a tough battle. I don't know, Dalen. Anyway, alright. Very well. Get going then. As you will. Farewell, my friend. Our paths will cross again, I'm sure. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that was something they meant to write in and didn't. See, again, at the very end of this, yeah, just wasn't complete. Look! Cockatrice feather! The Cockatrice feather is a spell component for the magical attempt to stop the wailing death plague. The bird-like beast it came from was one of 4 magical creatures, blah, 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 blah. Alright, we know what it is. I think it's cute, though, the little icon for it. Tiny little feather. Alright, and they're hailing us because we got the feather. Okay, well, let's go back. Where are we at on time? You know, we have some time left. I think I might have time to do the interlude. Though it's a long interlude, but oh, here, let's get Dalen.
Passing from.
And I think, unless I should go back, if you guys want me to go back with the fairy dust and make another weapon, I could do that. Otherwise, I mean, we're good to go. We completed all the side quests. You know, I have a lot of I don't think I need another weapon. So let's just give this to her, and we're gonna
You are a
complete this
welcome
first
sight
part.
as always. Is this visit in regards to the 4th Watadavian creature?
Sure is,
We are
Aribeth.
all eagerly awaiting its recovery. As soon as we have the 4th component, we can begin the ritual to create the cure.
I have the last of the reagents for the Watadavian creatures.
Truly, the heart of a hero beats within your chest. Of all who have sought the creatures, you have proven yourself above everyone else.
Explain about the Cockatrice in the Docks District.
That old scoundrel? I suppose I cannot expect such men to give up their ways, even in times like this.
The cure will now be ours, Kala. Never one to owes you a debt it can never repay. All I can offer is a small sum of 500 gold pieces. If I really wanted to get some more good points, I could say not accept it. But I'd like the money. Thank you, Aribeth. You are most generous.
You have earned a place of honor among those who sought to aid Neverwinter in these dark times. You will stand with us as the ritual to create the cure is performed.
Cool.
Are you ready to go to the ritual chamber? We must leave as soon as possible.
You know, I'm gonna do the temple services just to get rid of whatever is left in here that doesn't sell yet. And there shouldn't be much. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here. I'm gonna sell this amulet of will +3. It's nice, but that's not really who we are. Oh, the Masterson amulet. That's right, I forgot about that. Oh, I do have to go tie that up. Dang it. It would feel wrong to me if I didn't. Oh, you know what? We also have some items to get back to the henchman we never delivered. Okay, so I guess we got to go do that. We have enough money now that we could get something else if you guys wanted us to get something else. We already have a magic rapier. I don't know, do we need anything else? We lost a little bit of AC with the cloak. I think we're decently outfitted, though. Oh, I forgot about that, too. We have all these smuggler's coins, and we never did go... Well, I don't need to do that, but you can get some cool things from the store in the Docks District with the smuggler's coins, but I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, these are the boots that we got from Ofala. They're pretty sweet, but I like the AC more. I don't think there's anything we really need right now, so I'm not going to buy anything, but Shoot. We really should go give the amulet back. But I'm trying to think if... I think the Aqueducts might be a longer trip than just walking there from here. Okay, well, real quickly... let's go take care of this. Maybe I will... I don't know. We'll see how the time goes, but we might end up... we might end up having to make the interlude another episode. Dang it. I was trying really hard to get that put in here, but... Let's go to the Trade of Blades. It's right here. We'll get these quests finished. Forgotten about that. I know we have a Celestial Elixir. We've got a ring. And I can't remember whose goes with what. We already did Tommy's. Oh, we didn't do Dalen's.
Is there something you...
Okay, here we go. I mentioned my exile to you before, Kala. The truth is I did not willingly leave the Uthgard to come to Neverwinter. The tribe cast me out. I am a monstrous half-breed. As a child, it was obvious my blood was tainted. I was violent and savage. It was only because of the pleas of my mother that the tribe did not slay me as an abomination while still an infant. Oh, that's sad. Did they hate you so much just because you were different? Oh, I do understand I'm a half-elf. I didn't say that. You don't understand. Not only am I different, I am half-orc. The orcs were my tribe's most hated enemies. For generations they have warred with the Uthgard. How could my tribe welcome me when I was a living reminder of their worst foe? What about your father? I never knew my father. My mother never spoke of him, though I saw the pain in her eyes whenever I asked. But where the pain came from I could not say. Some in our tribe said he was a vile beast who forced himself on my mother during a raid. Others claimed my mother loved him and welcomed him to her bed, then wept when he was murdered by the warriors who discovered them. The truth I shall never know, for it died with my mother last winter. At her death the tribe cast me out. Can you blame them? Why waste good provisions on a half-breed bastard yet to prove himself in the world? Oh, I think that's horrible too. I can't say I blame them, I'd have done the same thing. But I understand. Since I do understand, I'll say this. Someday you'll prove yourself, and they'll learn to accept you. It is as you say. Until I prove myself, the tribe cannot be certain where my loyalties lie. Once I show the spirit of the Uthgard is pure within me, the Red Tiger tribe will welcome me back. And it is not as if they abandoned me in the cold. They gave me food and weapons before they sent me out into the world to prove myself, and a sacred talisman of the tribe once carried by my mother. Forgive me, Kala, but I cannot speak of this anymore. It is too painful. I want to help you, Dalen. I thank you for the kind offer, but there is little you can do for me right now. Okay, and then he doesn't want to talk about it anymore, but we're going to anyway because...
Is there something you need?
I want to give him his thing. Alright. He's going to tell us the rest. If I cannot turn to a fellow adventurer, who can I turn to? There is something troubling me, Kala. My quest to prove my worth as an Uthgard warrior has not yet begun, and already I feel I have failed. Failed? How? I am not the first Red Tiger warrior to be exiled in this way, though most who undertake a vision quest do so as punishment for committing some crime or transgression against the tribe. When the warrior is sent from the tribe, he is given a special talisman. This talisman must remain by his side, for its magic brings the visions, and the visions illuminate his quest. My talisman was a simple brooch worn by my mother, one of sentimental and spiritual value. Alas, I fear my quest will never be complete now, as the talisman, the key to my visions, is lost. Lost? It happened shortly after I started work at the docks. I tried to keep a vigilant guard over the talisman, but the district is crawling with pickpockets and cut purses. Ever since it was stolen, I have sought the brooch, but how can one locate such an object? It is unique, but of little monetary value. It may be that the thief who stole it threw it away when he realized how little it was worth. That was partly the reason I stayed so long at the docks, hoping I might somehow discover the brooch. I am certain it is somewhere in the docks district even now, if it was not burned on the bonfires of the plague courses. Don't worry, Dalen. We'll find your brooch somehow. I know I'll probably never find it, but I won't give up hope. Okay. Is this the brooch you were talking about? My mother's brooch! Thank you, Kala. I can never repay you for this gift. I have no gold or treasure to reward you, but there is one thing I can offer. A small token, perhaps, but it is all I have. Experience and amulet of the Red Tiger tribe. Among my people, there is nothing we value more than friendship. You have proven yourself a true friend, Kala, so I give you this amulet as a sign of the bond we share. Thank you, Dalen. Because of you, Kala, my vision quest can continue. I will keep my mother's brooch by my side so it may guide me on my quest. But until I receive a vision to guide me on my quest, I will remain by your side. Once more, I thank you for finding my mother's brooch, Kala. Okay, so that's Dalen's quest. Again, he's one of my favorite characters, so I had to read through part of that. Here's the amulet that he gave us. It gives us strength +1 and immunity to fear if we so choose to wear it. I'm not going to right now, but in the future possibly. I think the other one, let's see, we've got the other bard over here, Sharwin, and the Grimnaw.
You are back.
I'm not too, again,
the blood from those slaughtered at the academy may be washed away, but I still recognize the mark of death upon you.
Okay, dude. Anyway, I'm not gonna go. I have to go through his story, but I'm gonna go through it very quickly. I'm not gonna read it. If you guys want to learn it, you can look it up online, or if you really want me to, I'll come back to it later. But I'm just gonna go through it really quickly. Let's see. Oh, I think I have to take him on. Dang. I have to get him as a henchman.
Is there something you
level up? Don't worry, Dalen, I'll come back.
Is there something you need?
Let's talk for a while. No, that wasn't one event. Oh well. Tell me more about the long death. Da 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 da. Da da da. Okay.
Is there something you need?
Continue your story. Blah blah blah. And you get to this point of his story, do you get, because of what he describes, you can actually get rid of him because you don't like what he stands for. You can tell him he's a freak. You can say, I think we need to part ways, or they were a weak criminal, they couldn't dare to face death like you. It's just neither of which I would do. I can't say I think we need to part ways because I need him. Here, I'll just say that. I hope this doesn't give us evil points. No, it didn't good. Alright. Alright. Alright, one more time.
Is there something you need?
Continue your story. Proof? What kind of proof? Alaganda always wore a forged silver ring embossed with the crest of her family, a soaring falcon against a full moon, which we have. Alright. Okay. I'll help you find it. I have a ring here with a falcon on it. Is this the ring? Yes, this is Alaganda's ring. This is the proof I need. Now I know she's been taken by the Silent Lord, blah blah blah. Thank you, Grimnaw. And actually, the item that he gives us is, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, pretty useful. Yeah, Constitution +1 and spell resistance. So it is a useful item, which we're not going to use. Okay, and Sharwin is the last one, and I think hers is the elixir. So I just wanted to get the items, and that way they'll all show up in the next thing in case we want to use them.
What do you require now?
Confidential. Persuade. Okay.
Yes? Is this...
Level up.
Yes?
Do. Legends. Da da da.
Yes? Is there something you need?
I don't normally do this, guys. Normally story is the most fun part of these games to me, but it's taken too long and I want to get to the next part. She fell in love with a guy named Dannon. Her mother wouldn't let her do it because Dannon was just a traveling bard and she was a highborn lady. Anyway, she left her mother for Dannon. Anyway, I don't remember, to be honest, all of this. Yep, she fell in love. Mother was upset. Penniless apprentice bard. Love can do that. Make Yak silly. Okay.
Yes? Is there something you need?
She should have run off with Dannon or turned to his side. He did neither. She did neither. So she Oh, her mother wanted her to get together with Lord Farthington. Oh, okay. So she kind of went in between. She seduced the noble as her mother wanted and loved her bard in secret. People act like idiots when they're in love. Okay. So she was in between an unpleasant scene. Yeah, her mother found her. Her mother was horrified. Forbade her to see Dannon again. She struggled with the decision. Guy found out. Oh, her mother was turned out of noble society. Oh, goodness. What did you do then? She fled with Neverwinter, with Dannon. Oh, Lord Farthington became poor and died of the plague. Nice. Her mother is still alive as a poor seamstress. And she got a horrible disease called bone rot. So she wants to help her mother basically get better, and there's only one way she can help her, and it's with an elixir. Yeah. An extract from a flower. Fable Cliffs of Celestia. Finding such a potion will be difficult. Here we go. Is this the potion you're talking about? It is indeed. How you came across it, I don't know, but thank you. Okay. Thank you, Sharon. Alright. And her item is... What is her item? Scribnall's gem. What is her item? Where is it? Oh, is it the belt? Yes, belt of the performer. This is a good example of why I went through all this, just to get to the henchman. Look, this belt, it gives you charisma +1, because we're a bard, remember? Skill performance perform +1, and persuade +1. Yeah, so that's a sweet item. All that gives us is light and lore +2, so we're definitely gonna wear that. And we can sell the thing now. Okay, so that's it, right? We got everybody? Okay. Now, who do we want to take with us into the next story? Honestly, I think I'm gonna vote Dalen. I like Lenia too, but I really like Dalen, and it's nice to be able to just hang back and cast my spells and stuff. So, oh, there he is. That's where you got to.
I've been waiting for you.
Yes, I do want you to come. Oopsie. How much time do I have left? Not much. Well, at this point, I think we might as well just, we'll go back and get the Masterson amulet, which is in the docks. And then... docks. I guess we'll save the interlude for the next and final episode. So all we have to do for this is go to the middle section, and I don't know if you guys remember, but the Mastersons are standing in the middle of the area. Yeah, here they are.
Hello.
Oh, whoops. Hemel.
I greet you.
I have your amulet here. Here you go. I am pleased to return it. 400 gold pieces now. Wow. Okay. Oh, well, that was really fast. Okay. Well, I guess we have a few minutes, like 5 minutes. And all we need to do then is we can at least start things moving towards the next part. And then we'll leave it on the cliffhanger for the next episode. For the interlude. I hope I'm not going so quickly that you guys are annoyed or anything, but I've been going pretty slow so far. That's why there's so many episodes to this that are long. So I just wanted to round things up. And the next chapter of this game being my favorite, it'll give me incentive to come back around to this and finish it later. Unless you guys are totally bored with it and don't want to do it. But for now, let's go ahead and set things up here.
We have all 4 reagents now. Quickly, time grows short. You have earned a place of honor among those who sought to aid Neverwinter in these dark times. You will stand with us as the ritual to create the cure is performed. Are you ready to go to the ritual chamber? We must leave as soon as possible.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We don't need to make the other item.
Then we shall waste no more time. Neverwinter has suffered long enough.
Here we go, guys. Okay, what does this say? The cure at last. After hours of preparation, the arcane ritual...
Hail! You have provided a great service to
Hi.
all of Neverwinter in these trying times.
Well, you're gonna have to hold on a second. I'm reading them the recap. After hours of preparation, the arcane ritual to construct the cure for the plague is about to begin, as per the instructions of Kelvin Blackstaff Runson of Waterdeep. Aribeth, Fenthic, Dessler, and a half-dozen others now plan to combine the 4 strange reagents that were almost lost amidst the dying streets of Neverwinter. Lord Nasher watches on, awaiting the arrival of the recruit that made all of this possible, which would be us. And see, they cleared our quest boards, which is nice. Alright, now we can talk to you, Oleff.
As a token of Lord Nasher's gratitude, he thought you might want to bear witness to the cure's creation after all your hard work. Before the ritual proceeds, however, the 4 assembled would each like the chance to speak with you and offer their personal thanks for what you have achieved. Go on, speak with them. I must inform the town crier of the good news.
I don't know, guys. It's funny. It's just really funny, the timing of this. Am I playing this with the current pandemic and everything? For our plague, COVID, we finally are getting the vaccinations out there. It just strikes me as very ironic, the timeliness of this. Anyway. Yeah, there's nothing in there, I don't think. I think this is if you lose something during the game, if you drop it or whatever, you can get it back. But alright, so he wants us to go talk to these 4, the main 4 players here. So Aribeth, of course.
Greetings to you. Preparations are well underway for the ritual. If all goes well, we will have the cure in just a few moments. I must say, I knew you would be instrumental in this cause. You've always presented the confident look of a person called to action.
A woman of action. Alright. Is there anything I should do? What happens now?
You needn't worry about anything. Your efforts got us this far, and now the ritual will take care of the rest. Following that, I will see to your reward. For now, you can leave what must be done to us. You've earned the right to bear witness, however, and I'm sure the others would say the same.
Will things be getting back to normal now?
Well, once we have the cure in hand, we will determine the best way to get it to the most people as soon as possible. It will take time, so we'll treat the most severe cases of plague first, regardless of station. I just hope, well, we'll worry about other things later.
What concerns you, Aribeth? Tell me.
We are very near our goal, but I can't help but worry about the effects of the plague. There is a great scar across Neverwinter. Already I see the distrust. The mood of the city has changed. When all is done, the people will want someone to blame, and I don't know if we will find anyone. I shouldn't ramble on like this when we are so close to a cure. This is a happy day, and we got here because of you.
I have questions about the ritual.
I will try to explain. Is there anything specific you wish to know?
What is involved in the ritual?
Well, several of our Tyrian priests have already begun preparations. Their meditation will allow the different components to be combined smoothly. Desta, Fenthic, and I will all begin the main incantations as soon as we are prepared. If all goes well, we'll have the cure in mere moments. None too soon for Lord Nasher. The plague has weakened him considerably. I think he almost considers it a personal insult to be seen this way.
What form will the cure take?
Well, we have prepared a small container. The mixture itself will be fairly unspectacular to look at, despite the importance of it. As you will. What do you want me to say?
I have questions about your fellows.
I'm certain they can speak for themselves, but I will answer any questions you have.
How is Lord Nasher faring?
You should really ask him that. He despises being thought of as weak, and would much prefer to be involved in any talk of his health.
Has your opinion of Destha changed any?
I would ask whether your opinion of him has suffered. It was your efforts that brought us this far. His claims of action seem based on your results. While you searched, his Helmite's blessed. While you fought, his Helmite's blessed. The comfort he brought will pale next to the actual cure you have provided. Of course, he is needed for the final ritual, so I cannot dismiss him entirely. Fenthic also serves as his advocate, so he must be deserving of some respect.
Will your relationship with Fenthic improve now?
This time has been difficult, and our difference of opinion made it more so. Fenthic and I have had little to speak of besides the plague. I understand why he vests so much hope in Destha, but I could not. I know the power of faith, but you need to back it up with action.
The gods are powerful. Why not rely on them?
I am a paladin of the just god tier. My sword is edged with belief, but it is my arm that must still swing it. I simply feared that if we waited for faith alone to save us, we would have more martyrs than survivors.
It's actually very wise. Alright,
As you will. What do you want me to say?
no, I think we're good there.
Yes, farewell for now. There is much I must do to prepare for the casting to come. The incantations are very complex. You should speak with the others. No doubt they will each have their own feelings about how our situation has changed.
Yep, okay. So we're just gonna talk to these dudes, and next time we'll do the interlude. Okay, Fenthic and Destha. And Lord Nasher there. Let's talk to Lord Nasher first.
Well, you must be the one Aribeth has told me of. I must say that I appreciate what you have done. Neverwinter is going through a difficult time. It is good to know that we can count on people of quality to assist us.
Will things be getting back to normal now?
Things will not be normal until we have captured and punished the culprits behind the plague. I have never seen my Neverwinter injured so.
Investigations in the docks suggest you knew Vengaul Bloodsail?
Vengaul? Yes, I had reports of his activity in the docks. We used to clash during my adventuring youth, but things have changed. I would have sought him out, but not while I am weak. To face him now would taint the battles we've had before. I've new villainies to deal with.
No. But it was fun to be able to ask him about that.
I will allow it, though I would request that you make it brief.
I have questions about the ritual.
Thank you, but that will be handled by Aribeth, Fenthic, and Destha. The details of it need not concern you.
That's rude. Questions about your fellows.
If you wish information about my trusted advisors, I suggest you ask them yourself. They have been instructed to be cooperative.
Yeah, he doesn't give you much. He's a little abrupt, but, you know, it's okay.
Farewell. Once again, I am grateful for your service to Neverwinter. There are very few who could have done what you did. You should speak with Destha and Fenthic before we begin. I'm sure they would like to congratulate you.
Okay.
Hello there. A grand day, isn't it? And you are to thank. It was your effort that allowed us to progress this far.
You found the water-daving creatures, allowing Destha and his Helmite brethren to concentrate on helping the spirits of the people. Now he can construct the cure, and all will be well. Well, Destha will not create the cure alone. Others are involved. I realize that, but he has done so much more. I really don't expect you to understand the weight of his involvement, the risks he takes. What does that mean? Misunderstandings have plagued him from the start. I've even had to... well, suffice to say that it has been hard getting him the resources he needs. Really, Fenthic, now is not the time for such talk. Others will not understand like you do. Of course, of course. It is better that we look forward. In but a few moments we will have the cure. Why did you hesitate to tell me something? Oh, it was nothing, really. Something better left unsaid. It is a matter for Destler and I alone. You can tell me. I've proven myself trustworthy. Yes, yes, you have, and I will not push you aside. I have seen my companions do that too much already. You see, Destler has been pushed out of the plans for the ceremony. His efforts to help are ignored. That's not what I heard. My companions mean well, but they are too untrusting. Have you done something to help him? It's a small thing, really. I mean, he needs the help for the cure to work. He shouldn't be held back by suspicions now. He's proven himself. You see, for the cure to work, he needs to draw magical energy from the Temple of Helm. It's apparently very dangerous. It might kill him. Aribeth and the others would never allow it, so I gave him my key for the wards protecting Castle Never. The magic of Helm will aid in our spell. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that leave the castle unprotected? Of course not. I would never endanger the castle. Destler will simply channel a little Helmite energy to help the cure be as potent as possible. There is no danger. The wards are still in place. No one can enter or leave without alerting those of us with keys. What would Aribeth think of this? Aribeth, I love her dearly, but her eyes have been closed by the horror of the plague. I must do this for the good of us all. You will see. Oh my. Let's go back to my other questions. What will happen during this ritual? We should have the cure soon after. I hope it would work. So many people. Okay, what form will it take? Don't know. Okay. Questions about your fellows. How is Lord Nasher faring? He's kept his gallant posture throughout, though I worry for him. He will not show a need for help. He may be far weaker than he seems. Okay. Will your relationship with Aribeth improve now? What? I'm not sure what you mean. Certainly we have been occupied by the events of the plague, but I wouldn't let our minor disagreements color my love of her. Wow. You think she feels differently? I haven't seen any signs of it, and I certainly know her well enough. She's just concerned for the sick. You're mistaken, and you are clueless. You keep secrets from her. That isn't a clue? I have done what I must for the good of us all, and I believe all my actions will be vindicated in the end. Wow. As I have said, some people just have trouble understanding matters of the spirit, even those that seem wise in every other respect. Okay, so you're taking this dude's side over... Okay, Aribeth. Alright. Oh, he already answered it, really. Okay, guys, so I think we kind of are starting to see where this is going. Alright. Yes, it is best that I concentrate on what is coming. I will have to be very careful not to disturb the incantations that Destler utters during the ritual. I see you have not yet spoken to Destler. His insight is always valuable, I'm sure. You should seek his confidence before we begin. Oh my.
Well, hello! I imagine you are well pleased with yourself? This is your doing, after all.
Just happy to help. We all sought a cure in our own way. Perhaps, although it was definitely your thuggish actions that brought us to this point. You outstepped my Hillmite brethren very effectively. Bravo! Wow. Of course, now it is time for you to step aside. The ritual will not require you. You may watch as we create the plague cure, but do not interfere. Why did you have Fenthic give you his Castle Never key? That is my affair. I explained my need to Fenthic, and he saw the wisdom in it. Getting the proper result from the ritual requires a certain amount of risk. What do you intend to do? I am going to fulfill my promises and make sure the cure is successfully created. There is no other purpose to this ceremony. You must admit that it seems odd. Perhaps to you, but this whole ritual is beyond your understanding. You may rest assured that the cure will be successfully created. I have questions about the ritual. Then I suggest you study magic for a few more years. You are not a part of the spell, so I see no point in having you mimic the incantations. We will invoke energy both arcane and divine, and when we are done, there will be a cure for the plague. That is all you need to know. What will you do after the plague is cured? With a cure in hand, my reason for being in Neverwinter will be gone. I will be returning to Helm's Hold for a time. Beyond that is my own affair. Questions about your fellows. Oh, I can't ask about... Okay, I guess that's all I can ask him. Let the ritual commence. Okay, I am going to squeak in a save here before they make the cure. There. Okay, guys.
It's working. Concentrate.
Soon. Very soon.
It's done. It worked. We have the cure.
Yes, Fenthic. I have the cure.
What do you mean?
Now the Oleff!
Ah!
Desta! What treachery is this?
What was opposes you? You should have just laid down and died!
No, Desta, wait! Let me help! No!
Go Dalen. Did anybody else see this coming? Let's go talk to Nasher first.
Treachery! We are betrayed. The cure is gone, and I am to believe Fenthic had a part in this as well? I will have someone's head over this. You must bring Desta to justice. We must find him and demand his explanation. Fenthic's as well.
Desta appears to be a traitor. What are your thoughts?
I don't know what to say about this. If Desta has been against us all along, his villainy has affected all of us. Every plague victim. We suspected the plague was artificial, that it was an attack of some sort. But I can't believe someone in our midst would actively prevent us from curing it. I can't imagine the motivation of this man. Obviously he wants us to suffer, but the reason why escapes me.
Who were the attackers that Desta allowed in?
From first glance, they appear to be some of the Hellmite brethren that were dispensing blessings around the city. I suppose if Desta was false, then they were as well. I will have my guards examine the Hellmite temple and try to understand what these people were hoping to accomplish. I charge you with finding Desta himself.
Should Desta be killed?
Desta is deserving of death, as are any accomplices, but I must know why this was done, why my Neverwinter was attacked. And we still need a cure. The ritual was not interrupted, so Desta must have the untainted result. It must be retrieved. Once I have the cure, once we all have the cure, then Desta will be judged, his plot and masters exposed, and punishment will be dealt. There is little time for questions now, but I will answer as best I can.
What do you think of what Fenthic has done?
His actions seem foolish. He will be judged harshly if his reasons do not satisfy. I would give him the benefit of the doubt, but I lack the patience I once had. I have seen Neverwinter crippled with plague. I have seen attempts to poison. Now I see attacks that cause panic and confusion. It is too much! I've no trust left. If Fenthic aided in this attack, he will stand accused with Desta and meet swift justice. The people will demand it.
Why would he follow Desta?
I don't know his reasons for following Desta, but I have learned a few things about elves in my dealings with them over the years. It was explained to me that the human mind is jarring to an elf. They are much longer lived, and their changes are more gradual. They think long-term. Fenthic and Aribeth are young elves. I cannot justify what Fenthic appears to have done, but perhaps he doesn't comprehend how quickly a man can change, or seem to. Desta was a friend yesterday and an enemy today. A lifetime for such a change would be drastic to an elf. I suppose a day is unthinkable.
What's Fenthic really done? Nothing outright criminal yet.
Neverwinter is a fair city, but tragedy like this can change much. The citizens will demand justice. They will want the head of their enemy on a pike. They will not be kind to apparent collaborators. Whatever his true motives, Fenthic spoke on behalf of Desta many times, so he is already tainted by association. If his reasons do not absolutely satisfy, I do not foresee a happy end to this matter. Aribeth will know what is coming. I think we all do.
Oh my.
Go quickly while Aribeth can still maintain the portal. Neverwinter, I must have an explanation.
Alright, the only other person we need to talk to is... Well, we could try to talk to him.
Hello.
Talk to Aribeth.
Hurry! Get through the portal while I can still maintain it! Find the cure! Get Dester and Fenthic too! He may be under a spell, or... I don't know. Can you imagine? I must wish Fenthic harm rather than face the possibility that he might have known of this.
Fenthic has followed Desta? Let's hope he went to stop him.
What was he thinking? If he had a part in this, it hardly matters now. He looks like he fled with Desta. The people will not accept this action. People won't let this pass. They have been denied a cure, and they will want vengeance on the traitor and anyone that helped him. I won't be able to protect him. I won't. Perhaps delivering Desta will mitigate things. Find him alive if you can. Find Fenthic and get him to... I don't know. I don't know what will help now.
What will happen to Fenthic?
I don't know. People will think he's in league with the greatest threat we have ever known. I don't know. He was mistaken. He was an advocate for a traitor. People will not understand his naivete, his trust. Could you blame them for finding a scapegoat?
What are you going to do?
I'll maintain the portal as long as I can, but it may be a while before we can send guards through. You'll have to go on your own. I'll also try to make this sound better than it is. I can't hide Fenthic's blind trust of Desta, but if I explain it in context, maybe...
Where does this portal go?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I can't see through Desta's magic. It probably leads to wherever he and his false Helmites originally came from. Desta claimed he came from Helm's Hold in the east, but I don't know how that could be true. They would have no part of a plot like this. Wherever the portal leads, I'm sure it will be dangerous. He must know we would send someone after him. Be careful.
If Desta and his Helmites are fake, where are the real ones?
I don't know. Perhaps Desta killed them. It seems impossible. He came from Helm's Hold. If that great hall has fallen, this is an even greater tragedy. This is a huge undertaking. It seems like Desta has done all this to promote the plague. But why? So many dead. Now the hold?
I'll go as quick as I can. Maybe I can catch up.
The city guards are needed elsewhere, so this task falls to you. Go before the portal falls.
Alright. Gonna save one more time here. Chapter 1, finale. And step into the portal. Road to Helm's Hold. And there, my fellow adventurers, we will save once more. Oh, sorry. Retro's finale. And on that note is where we are going to leave for things for today. On that cliff note. I tried to tie things up, tie all loose ends up as quickly as I could in this one, but I didn't want to hurt the story, which is why I went through everything there at the end. Yeah, the finale is interesting and fun, but I guess I underestimated the time that it takes to get through all this, the cutscenes and everything. So we'll have one more episode, hopefully just the one left next episode. But it should wrap things up for us, and then we'll be able to go on. We'll be able to go on hold, really, and then swing back around to chapter 2 later. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you didn't figure everything out before we talked to these people here at the keep before the ceremony. I don't know if you did or not, but anyway, I think it's an interesting turn, and I love the characterization, all the details. It's just it's a good game. It's so well done. But we're going to leave it there and see what happens next time when we go after Destler. Thanks for joining me for this, guys. I hope you are enjoying it. Please like and subscribe if you are, and I'll see you in the next episode. Retros YT signing out for now. Bye.